Hello there guys, it's Captain Invisible here and welcome to another turn of the Grand Hot Seat campaign for M2tw Total War, the retrofit mod. This is turn number 13 and we've got quite a lot of things to do in this turn. I hope you all enjoy this. It's going to prove to be quite an interesting turn. So let's get straight into this. Okay, so we've got a message from Gamersville's New Egypt. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but it just talks about how if we attack him, then there's basically going to be big trouble. You know, it's not that much of an issue because he must have known by now that we are going to attack him. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen quite well this turn if all goes well. So we need to settle our ships down here in this little cove, and as you can see, Venice is already in the full swing of an attack on Alexandria, with quite a nice force here of archers and infantry, with a spare general here just in case things go awry, but I doubt they will, considering there's a lot of archers here, since there's only 3 archers there, should I say, to defend that. Egypt also has some ships here. It's the fleet that was from over here. Now we could probably defeat these ships if they were out in the open, but quite wisely he's put them in a port, and we can't attack ships in port. So we're gonna have to address that, because if I can kill him, he can just as easily kill me if I leave my ships out here. So we need to get them to safety. But for now, we're going to bring a spy, probably you, the least subterfuge, out here. And what the spy will do is it'll open up this entire visual area. And as you can see, we've got this general Al-Qaim Yusuf out in the open here. Sort of heading his way to Cairo. We want to take this guy out. We want him. Well, in fact, no. We don't want to take him out. Should I say? We want to take him out eventually, but we want to make him retreat to Cairo, and then use him to draw out the troops from Cairo. So, what we need for that is we need to actually lay siege to Cairo. So we need to march a unit here, and then lay siege, just so he can't retreat back into Cairo as soon as we attack him. I've used my general for this. I'll explain that in after we've sent Al-Qaim back, but there is a reason why I've done that. We're also going to place a mounted sergeant unit about there, just in case he decides that his retreat path is going to take him there. That would be really annoying, because it's going to completely ruin the way that my army is going to be used. It'll just mess with my reinforcements and things. So we need him to go right there. That is the goal, to send him there. So we're going to use these 2 Crusader Knights to do that. Now I've done this with two Crusader Knights, and generally Al-Qaim retreats from them. He's really not up for fighting the 2 Crusader Knights, so we should be able to get him to retreat fairly easily. We'll see what we can do in this battle. Okay, so if we get our knights in quite a blocky formation, just because it allows them to move a bit better. And we'll march them up this way. Because Al-Qaim, he likes to move up here to this position, and then as soon as he sees the knights, he just likes to retreat straight away. I'm hoping we can get some kills on him as he retreats, but I'm not too concerned about that. If he wants to just retreat, he can do. I'm not going to force an attack on him. There we are, that'll do.
They have lost half their men.
Oh, that was good. 10 men dead. We did lose some of our heavy knights, but killing 10 men like that is... or bringing them down to 10 men, should I say, is going to make the next job a lot easier.
This is a clear victory that goes
Excellent.
to only men of great virtue.
Yeah, enemies killed 21. That was a pretty decent charge there from the Crusader Knights. They are quite powerful. The only thing I don't like about them is that they are quite impetuous as well, so it's really hard to bring them out of combat. So there we are. So Alquine's gone into that gap that we wanted him to go in. So we're going to close the jaws with these units. And now we've got him completely surrounded. It's time to lift the siege, because we need these forces to assist Alquine in battle. And then the only thing left to do is to attack.
God's blessing and yours, we march to battle.
There we are. So, yeah, just make sure that's off auto resolve. So we've got, so the reason why I've done it this way is so that Otto Bono is the general in charge of the army. This army for some reason can't quite attack Alquine, but it's in reinforcement range. So what we've done is we've used the general to attack him instead of, say, a mounted sergeant unit sieging and then attacking, because then the mounted sergeant becomes the leader of the army and Otto Bono becomes a sub-commander, which, you know, we need the morale that Otto Bono gives to the army, so we'll keep him as the sole commander. So Alquine shouldn't be much of a problem now. He's only got 10 men left. It's Yusuf and his army that's going to be the issue. The four main threats to this army are these two archers, the Turkomans, and the general himself. They are going to be quite difficult to get rid of, because there's special ways to get rid of them all. And they're all holding this army together. As soon as you destroy them, these spearmen are quite easy to defeat. These Saracen militia, even though they are superior quality to the spear militia, they don't have the morale to hold up once their general dies. So we should easily be able to rout them. But we need to get rid of the general in order to do that. So let's get into the battle and see what we can achieve in this battle. And obviously, ideally, we need to do it so that the general doesn't retreat. Neither Alquine nor Yusuf is allowed to retreat from the battle, otherwise they'll just garrison Cairo, and that will be the end of this little adventure. So our general's bodyguard's here. I doubt Alquine will charge the general's bodyguard straight away. He might do. He might try and take our general out with his 10 men. We'll have to see. I'm not too concerned if he does, but you should realise that he's completely outmatched. And what he likes to do is he likes to do a bit of a little dance. Yeah. No, he's actually going to go for the general. That's interesting. I might take this charge actually. because it'll save our knights from taking extra losses from our clan. Oh, but we do actually need him to die on the battlefield.
The enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless pests. The battle is enough. My lord, the tide of battle
I
seems
knew
to
that
have
was going to
turned
happen.
against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
There's no point you chasing him. We'll just have to catch him with the mounted sergeants. Let's get our heavier cav up here just in case. Come on, catch him and get him. God, I do not want to catch him.
Glorious
There
head
we
of
are.
all. Our men have captured the
Excellent.
enemy general.
That's what we need. We cannot afford
Well,
him to retreat
give
from the
dog some
battle.
wine and be sure he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Excellent. Well, we only lost one man there, so that was a pretty decent charge from the general, and it saved us a lot of losses on our other cavalry, which is exactly what we need. So we'll move up here. We'll have a bit of a sit rep on the rest of the battle. So, as far as the enemy formation goes, he likes to have his archers up front here, but he keeps them quite close to the spearmen, which is a bit of a problem. We need to either draw them out, or we need to push them back behind the spearmen and then get the mounted sergeants to flank. He also keeps his general quite close to his spearmen, which always makes this battle a lot harder. But I think if we... The spearmen don't usually come forward unless the archers are dead, so if we can somehow take the archers out first, then we should have a better chance at this battle. The archers are going to rush out because they see a target, and this should hopefully give our mounted sergeants enough time to swoop in and maybe take some out. Yeah, this isolated unit's going to take some losses. But what this is going to do is this is going to draw the general out. We are going to lose that, lose a lot of men on that mounted sergeant unit, but at least it's retreating that way.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
Oh, I see an opportunity here. The general's quite isolated over at this flank. So let's... No, he's going to pull him back. Thought he would. See if we can get a quick charge on the general and then pull back. The mounted sergeants are back, so they can try and flank these Turkomans. Let's see if we can take these Turkomans out actually. See if we can isolate the general again. Isolated the general quite well there. Let's get away from these spearmen though. These Turkmens are putting up quite a hell of a fight. Not too happy about that. Let's pull the general out. See if we can draw him back up the hill. Yeah, these damn Turkomans. We're gonna hold our knights out forever. There we are, finally. bring our Frankish knights over that way. Let's bring our general up this way. Let's bring some more Crusader knights this way. And mounted sergeants. Again, maybe up down this way. See if we can sandwich this general again. And take these archers down. This should be the general dead now, hopefully. No, really?
The enemy general lies
There we
dead.
are. Perfect.
Riddance to that desert dog. Pray his death will break his immense
I think
resolve.
it was the last man in that. Okay, so a bit of a sit rep. We've got, we need our Frankish knights over that way, send general that way. We need to deal with all of these archers. The Turkomans look like they've returned, but that's not too much of an issue. Right, so there's an isolated unit of spearmen over here. And there's these damn Turkomans. So if we can charge the Turkomans. Frankish knights over there. These guys are taking out these archers well. They should be anyway. Go on, kill them. To be honest, we need all of the archers dead, every single last one of them, because we need 80% of the captures. Oh, that's a bit of a scary situation for the Frankish knights. Don't get stuck caught in spearmen, will you? We'll probably rest here and just see what the situation is. Frankish knights could probably come back now. We need all our knights in place. Send the general that way. Come on, we need all the archers dead. Did we kill? I think we finally killed all of the Turkomans. They are one of the most annoying units for this battle. So we've got these two units isolated over here, and a unit here, kind of acting as rear guard. I think if I pull my general this way, then these two units will become isolated and we can try and take them down. We'll do that now actually. Perfect. Those guys are routing, so we can chase those guys down. These two can go now after that unit. Whilst we slaughter these spearmen. No, don't want to rout that spearman just yet. I think they've realised what's up these spearmen. Yeah, just about to turn around, but we do manage to catch them and rout them. This unit come up here because we need to get these guys involved now. This might be a bit tougher because they are closer together, these spearmen. I really do not want these spearmen to mass rout. That would be a terrible, terrible thing. We need to split them, divide them, and then kill them. But we need all of these spearmen dead. Yeah, I think if we go this way, see if we can isolate this unit. But I say I want to do it in a way where we're not going to be we're not going to be mass routing the enemy. It's kind of the opposite to what I want to do in multiplayer battles. Usually in multiplayer battles I want to mass route the enemy lines, but in this it just does not work out at all. It needs to be a nice blocky formation because otherwise we end up catching the second unit of infantry as well. Let's go this way. Right, let's go for this unit. Route it, use the mounted sergeants to chase it down. Rest my knights, rinse and repeat. Hopefully, as I say, we need 80% of the enemies dead. We've got 59, so we need these spear units captured. We need every single last man of these spear units captured. Come on, nice. Get them. What are the knights doing? I like to pick a better formation than that. Right, this one's going to be tough because these guys are basically hanging next to each other. I think if I attack this one should route this way and not this way. But this is always the toughest part of the battle, is making sure that we attack these two spearmen without routing them both. I think what we need to do is we need to get a general here so that this guy ends up going out on the wing.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Like that. That's perfect. So now we can charge this unit, and it should route without disrupting this unit. Hopefully. Just in case we could have these two just close by, just in case this one decides to route when this one's charged. It's going the wrong way. I don't want my knights to charge this this spearman if it's gonna go right. That's fine. You can go through your buddy. We won't disrupt you, I promise. Won't capture any more of your men. Not until you're ready. So we're going to wait for this unit to pull out a bit more. In fact, a lot more. We need this unit to be safe. It's not, it's shaken now, which is good. It means it's fairly comfortable, fairly confident. Want to wait a bit more. Because we don't want this unit then to run straight back this way. Want it to run preferably down this way. Okay, that's fine. So as soon as we capture all of these guys, we should have 80%, and we should be able to attack this unit without it affecting this, without it affecting the outcome. But yeah, we definitely need these guys captured to reach the 80% we need to fully destroy this army. So destroy these guys. I'm just going to get quite close to this unit just in case it routs by army losses. I think routing counts as army losses, so it shouldn't again affect too much this guy's morale. For some reason it's got really laggy. There we are, it's probably because we reached our 80%. So let's get rid of these guys. Looks like the second spearman's actually gone into hiding. Potentially. I wonder if it's a background thing that's affecting my recording. I really don't want to check because it's against the rules to stop my recording, but again, I apologise for whatever the hell this is that's going on.
They have lost half their men.
That's what I want to hear. Right, where's that last spear unit? I think my mounted sergeants are going to have to check. Oh, it's mucking up my recording. There we are, that's where you are. So we should be able to charge this unit and it should basically insta-rout.
The enemy are
Excellent.
overcome. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
It was a well-fought battle. Not to blow my own trumpet, but it's taken me quite a while to get that right. I'm so glad it's gone to that effect. Let us get straight back onto the campaign map and see if it's done everything that I needed it to. Yep, so execute you guys. Yep, there we are. So now Cairo is right for the taking. We can only do it with the general, but that's absolutely fine. We're going to sack the settlement, and we can't move these guys at all. Oh, in fact, we can move the mounted sergeants. Let's do that, just to give it a bit more public order. We need to seriously reduce the public order, build a small church, and we're going to navigate the rest of our army and our agent on the fleet over this way. And I forgot to, well, I didn't really forget to reset the crusade. I just it just didn't make sense for me to do that. I think it's my spy that's stopping my ships from moving too far. If I can just drop my spy off. No, my ships will just have to stay there. They're not really that safe though there. I think I'll move my army off the ship, because at least if I lose my ship, it's not the end of the world if it's if that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I don't mind losing a spy and the ships, but yeah, I don't want my ships to get attacked and then have my army be pushed back. So my army can sit there and then just reinforce Cairo at its leisure. So from Cairo we need probably another spy. We don't need a port because Cairo's port's actually all the way over here, which is a bit pointless. I don't know whether Egypt had any ships in the Nile, but we can pretty much leave that. Get rid of some of these messages. They're all just relations reports and things. We're apparently very poor with a lot of the eastern factions now, especially the Moors and the Egyptians. Ottobono got an aspiring commander, noble in battle, and he is And he got the Ark of the Covenant. That's interesting. Really interesting. I want to have a look at that actually. The Ark of the Covenant. Sweet. We'll get to lead that. We'll get to carry that in battle. That is going to be pretty awesome. And now he's 3 stars, which is quite good. Okay, so now that's sorted. You'll notice that we actually have money now. So the first thing I want to do with this money is to build a fortress. The fortress will allow us to get Norman Knights and dismounted Norman Knights, which is something that I've been looking forward to for a while. It's going to take us 3 turns, but that's 3 turns that I'm more than happy to wait for. We also got our port set up at Naples, so we can start building ships. I'm just going to build 1 ship and 1 spy, because I already have a spy here. Oh no, sorry, it's a diplomat, sorry. I already have a diplomat here, which I'm going to put at the port, ready to sail off to make relations elsewhere. We're going to connect Durazzo up. Maybe it's best if we... No, we'll connect it up and then we'll build it as a castle on the next turn. And at Cagliari, what's been suggested is that we build up as many brothels as possible. So I'm quite happy to do that at Cagliari. We're still building at Tunis. Building those farm upgrades. And then I want to get Dio Crivelli over to Palmeno, ready for when we can get Norman Knights. So he's gonna jump on these ships and sail over there. We've got Alberto ready to sail off, but we are going to get some mailed knights, and we'll get 3 mailed knights or a spearman. Let's get a spearman. Yeah. No, let's... Yeah, let's get a sergeant spearman. I was just thinking I might as well get the other guys, the Italian spear militia. In fact, yeah, I could do that next turn, couldn't I? Kunta. Yeah, three units of male knights should be absolutely fine. Our treasury is going to look quite healthy next turn due to our subjugation of Cairo. And Alberto, I'm not sure whether I want to move him to Cagliari or just have him sitting here. I don't think he can reinforce Tunis from Cagliari, that's the only issue. Yeah, I'll leave him there, that's fine. He is under fair control there. Everything else is okay as far as I'm aware. It was just that one battle that I needed to do just right, and I think we've finally done it to perfection. There shouldn't be any Egyptian forces down here now that can really threaten us. If there is, then you know we'll be in a bit of bother with these cavalry units just sat out in the open. But I'm hoping that I can navigate them back to Cairo and go from there. Looks like these guys can get to Cairo as well next turn, so we might gather forces back at Cairo, and then I want to potentially go for Jerusalem and Antioch. It looks like that Venice is already over here at Gaza, but we will try and make headway there. Unfortunately, if I lose my ships, that's pretty much me dead in the water, unless I get mercenary ships. So I'm hoping that Egypt doesn't notice that actually I've got ships here. Although with this diplomat, well, he has a small range. He might not be able to see. We'll have to wait to find out for that. The only other thing I had was my diplomat up here, which I'm probably going to move down this way. Yeah, move him down there. Next building. maybe an inn, get some assassins going. Yeah, why not? Let's get some assassins over at Naples, ready to use. I'm not really that great with assassins. I much prefer just spies and just using armies and things. But you know, we'll try the old assassins. I don't think there's anything else we can get. We need our population to increase, so maybe we can afford to lower the population, lower the tax a bit actually. Lower it down to normal, because we're getting quite a lot here in terms of not only through Cairo now, but also through trade. Now we've got a port, we're actually getting quite a lot of trade from Naples, so we are quite good in that regard as well. Excellent. I think that's everything I wanted to discuss. We're going to be We're going to start to be doing quite well in these stand-ins. We're not too bad overall. We're still quite low down, but since we've taken Cairo, I think our economy is going to increase a bit, and we're quite stable militarily as well. So we're still fairly decent. Not much in diplomacy's changed other than we're now at war with Egypt. There's a lot of alliances and wars going on between the Holy Roman Empire, Venice, and sort of France and things. It's always a bit of a mess. But yeah, that looks like us for now. I'm not going to mess around too much because I don't know how much time that's taken me. But certainly it was a good turn. I hope you all enjoyed it. We're going to end the turn and save it for Legend of Total War. So it's going to be Poland turn 13. So yeah, I'm pleased with that result. I've been testing it for so long and it's gone mixed in the past. I've had some real issues with it, and I'm glad that we finally got that victory and the claiming of Cairo. It's been quite an effort, but I hope you all enjoyed that. That was about as good as Medieval 2 Total War Grand Campaigning gets for me. I hope to bring you more in the future, but for now, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video.